More than 8,000 peace demonstrators marched through the city for one of the biggest protests Adelaide has seen. The participants called for an end to hostilities in the Gulf as thousands more joined similar protests around the country.
For those that could remember, today's rally was reminiscent of the anti-Vietnam protests. Thousands of passionate demonstrators gathered in Victoria Square before marching down King William Street to Parliament House. Even before the tail left the square, the head of the 8,000-strong march arrived at its destination. Once at Parliament House, the massive group made sure onlookers understood exactly how they felt. The only disruption to the otherwise peaceful protest, a small group with alternative views. And while most demonstrators were too young to remember the 1970s moratorium marches, one man who can is Vietnam veteran Ray Jennings.
I look back and I realise that there has to be a better way, and that certainly the population at large and certainly our politicians should have learnt by a lesson.
While most of the demonstrators are angry with the way our politicians have committed us to war, singer John Schumann had a more optimistic message. Organisers say that although they're overwhelmed by the response to today's demonstration, this is just the tip of the iceberg. They say the peace movement will grow as long as the war continues. Peter Greste, 10 Eyewitness News.
The Adelaide March was one of a series of peace protests in all Australian capitals. In Sydney, almost 20,000 marched through the centre of the city demanding the withdrawal of US forces from the Gulf. That march began at the United States Consulate, where anti-war groups have held a vigil since Wednesday. Former Labor politician Tom Uren told the crowd individuals can make a difference. And in Brisbane, the biggest rally since the Vietnam War also blocked the streets there. About 5,000 joined the march,